I rarely buy these one at a time. I did today because I wanted to get here on time. But I usually buy them two at a time.
Ankle's about to swell. I ain't take my medicine in the morning.
I'm still chewing. So.
Wait, yeah, no, I'm trying to. I was about to gather my chi, and then I realized you got shit in your mouth.
I was like, put that chi down. I'm eating.
That was just for noise's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And you, how dare you put that last one in your mouth? You saw me coming.
Now my mouth is all dry.
Now I'm looking at you. And she's like, hold on, let me use this wine. You deliberately wrap your lips around.
Wrap
You
my
gotta
lips
use
around.
right. You gotta use your tongue to find it.
That's so gross. Yeah. Especially after I've been eating pretzels.
Right now you got pretzel bits falling there.
You got prenus.
So let me tell you what happened last night as I was in the car on my way home. I had a half a bottle of water like this, and it's dark. It's midnight. I'm driving, and I'm like, ooh, I'm thirsty. I open the bottle of water and I begin to drink it, and I feel something go into my mouth. And I have no idea what it was.
You lost your entire shit.
It couldn't have been bigger than like this. It was tiny, whatever it was small. And I felt it go into my mouth, and I held it on my tongue, and I was like, spat water all inside of my car. I was like,
lost her entire shit. She was like, cleaning be damn.
It's like, because I had no idea what it was, and I'm like, there couldn't have been.
It could have been a gnat, and we're not doing that.
But it couldn't have been a gnat because it was a sealed bottle of water in my car. Like, so where could it have come from? The only thing I can think of is that it was something I ate yesterday that got back in there or something, right?
You don't think it was something at the water plant, like a finger?
God forbid.
A fingernail.
Right, but God forbid, because I don't know what it was, but I spat all that water out. I was like, spat it all over the car. My car is filthy right now. It looks like somebody literally had soda in their mouth and spat it all over.
I was going to say, did it look like someone spit in there?
I really need to like clean my shit on the outside, especially. Okay, gathering chi. You hoes ready?
We ready?
Yes, Daddy.
I like it.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Multiple Gab Wounds. This is Toni.
I'm Angi.
And I'm Andi. And we are three Gen X women of color gabbing candidly about anything and every damn thing.
We shared the same room. Okay, only because I'm looking at the back of Angela's computer and it's got Bob Marley on it.
Okay. Because I was like, I don't even know what's on there.
You don't know
anymore.
what song? Yeah,
I just keep putting stickers back there.
You do, and I think it's cool. I'm trying to do the same thing, like collage this table with stickers, but of course I keep a thing over the top of it. There's one sticker. There's two.
Look, if you knock this over,
I was about to knock your Coca-Cola over, and there was going to be a misunderstanding.
I was going to say she would have been the main one. Man,
Andi would have flipped this motherfucking table so fast. Bitch, not my Coca-Cola, right? You know.
And that's me in the corner again, hitting myself in the head, going, no!
And I'll be like, whoa, Andy, mad.
Stop fighting, you're tearing this podcast apart.
And I'd be like, okay, Andy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And Andy be like, I've been my money. I can't let my in here. And I'll be like, yes, you do. You're going to kill everybody. You so mad? Ooh, you mad, man.
Meanwhile, I'm in my car. I'm like, I'm not sticking around for this.
See, it's not in a McDonald's Coke. If it was a McDonald's Coke, that'd be more serious.
Okay. Because it's the syrup mixer going on. Yeah. Okay, it's that crack. Okay. Yeah. She was like, this is this bullshit that come in a can and is brominated and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. We know. All right. So now we know. Do not fuck with Andi and this Coca-Cola. You end up bringing back Armageddon up in this bitch.
I don't do coffee. I do Coca-Cola, and it's important to me.
You know, I be getting offended when I see my coworkers show up at work with coffee,
and they don't have any for you.
This is what I almost feel like you should know. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally be like, "Bitch, where'd you get that from?" And they'll be like, "Oh, did you want me to?" I'm like,
bitch, I like coffee.
Can you think of me next time? I mean, I would have thought of you. Like, I wouldn't have, never, ever. But nonetheless, it's like I almost feel what is that thought process where I feel like you should have thought of me when you went to Starbucks?
No,
what is that thought process?
I don't.
Is that narcissism?
Yeah. I think it's that we're. Nah, I think it's that we're 50 and we expect people to
start
to respect
to
our old goddamn elders.
Well, we expect people to treat us as we'd want to be. You know, we treat them most likely.
Yes, most likely. Like, but let's put it like this: when I go someplace and I buy something for myself, it's almost an inclination to get two more.
Right.
For you niggas.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm buying these things, but I don't even think they would really like want these. Where would they fit them into their houses? Where would they actually wear these things and da da da. But if I knew it was something that like, oh, we can go to a concert and all three of us can wear this, I'll absolutely buy it. And I'll be like, guess what I got us bitches. Right? But you know, that's not happening nowadays.
You be out here buying people's cell phones. This bitch be buying people concert tickets that we didn't even know existed.
But see, cell phones and trips. We'd be doing each other's trips. I literally was getting ready to pay for y'all to go to Broken Bow with me next weekend until I realized, oh fuck, I got an Airbnb next weekend.
When me and Scott were in Vegas, I kept regaling him with the story of how you were the food bitch. This was the entertainment bitch. Right. And I was the lift bitch.
Exactly. I mean, and we got handled it. Okay. That is it. It's like, you know your role. You know what you best at here. So let's go.
Handle that.
Right. I can't remember what I was going to say.
It's fine.
Bring her coffee is what she's trying to say.
Yeah. Exactly. So coworkers, stop fucking with me. Bring me coffee. You know I like that shit. Whenever they look at the Secret Santa list, it always says Starbucks on it. Always. I mean, I personally don't always buy Starbucks because number one, it's expensive and I don't want to buy into capitalism in that way. I buy my own coffee. But nonetheless, if you gonna go buy Starbucks, bitch, put your money in and I'll cash app you. So this way, I'm not buying from Starbucks. I'm buying from you.
You know, if you lived closer, I would bring you a Starbucks every day because there's one right there.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is wake up at Cubby's house. I don't know. Sometimes I say his name and sometimes I don't. I think it's when it's in reference to good things, I say his name. But when it's in reference to shitty things, I don't say his name.
Seeing as how you edit the show, it's totally up to you.
But... you know, okay, so tomorrow morning at approximately 11 o'clock, I'll be there just to let you know.
I will actually be at work tomorrow. Believe it or not, we have to work on a Sunday.
That's right. And you work right next to a Starbucks.
So you could bring her a Starbucks.
I actually get a free drink once a day.
Bitch, you don't even drink coffee like that.
I really don't.
What do you get when you go to Starbucks next to you?
A matcha frappuccino or a matcha latte.
Is that, so it's matcha, it's not coffee?
No.
Okay.
Matcha with oat milk. Because a bitch guts be bubbly.
Girl, let me tell you what they do have is that goddamn brown sugar shaken espresso shit.
You know what sugar does to me.
But it's oat milk.
Oat milk cannot override that sugar.
Well, I feel
when I get my matcha, I get it with oat milk only, nothing extra added in it.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like you should be able to, but it's brown. Hello, it's brown sugar, and that is literally sugar. What makes the flavor of it.
Right. Yeah, if you say I want the brown sugar without the brown sugar,
right? I'll be like, bitch, you're gonna need to go somewhere else.
So you want coloring, right?
No, you want molasses.
Right. It's like, so here's a cup of coffee. Do what you
And
will
here's
with
some oat milk to put in it. It's on the side. We don't know what you're talking about right now. But God, my God, though, that brown sugar oat milk chicken espresso is so stinking good. I remember literally the first time I tasted it, I was like, oh, this is my drink. Because I used to do the caramel macchiato.
That's what my husband does.
Yes. But it was just too sweet.
It is very sweet.
It is very sweet. So, but that damn brown sugar one, if I can get, I tell them to do less syrup, I think, and it's not as sweet. Or else I do more milk. One of the two. Not milk, oat milk. I can't.
I was going to say, aren't you lactose
Bitch, you know
intolerant
I'm not
too?
drinking none of that goddamn milk. I mean, a swallow will fuck me up.
Same here.
I do not play. Look at my stomach was bubbling during the last show, and now it's bubbling right now. Just the thought of drinking milk was like, my stomach was like, bitch, you gonna drink some milk?
You know what trips me out is I will go in there and I will ask for these things with oat milk, and they're like, do you want whipped cream? Bitch, no. If I wanted whipped cream, I would have had regular milk.
I sure would. I would ask for, I'd be like, yes, please. That'll be delicious.
I can't do that at work. They don't want that.
Look, I feel like it's not enough.
I like being employed.
I feel like it's not enough whipped cream to get everything else kind of drowns it out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not testing that.
She's like, what I won't do
is test that at work.
Is being dookie at work.
No.
Have you ever, Andi, you used to work in an office.
Before she became a kept woman.
I know, exactly. Before she was hoeing for her husband. The thought of dookying at work was tragedy for me. Like, I could not. Oh my God.
No, because I want to be comfortable.
I'll fuck around and get dysentery before I
will get impacted because I first of all, it's already hard enough when I travel with people that I'm comfortable with to be able to feel comfortable.
This bitch got a whole ass hotel room so she could dookie on purpose.
Well,
buy her some dookie on purpose so she could dookie
as opposed to the accidental dookies that she usually does. Oh damn, there's one. You and your accidental dookie.
She was by herself so she could dookie in private.
In peace.
And I'm saying that, but I absolutely got the reason why she and it wasn't just dookieing, it was respite. I get it. From these two ADHD motherfuckers.
And she's so sweet. She's like, I snore. I don't want to disturb you guys. And I'm like, no, I got earplugs and I can,
Also, I just don't want.
She doesn't snore near as much as she thinks she does.
And she wanted her space. I get that because
totally
I'm 100% on that. I need my space thing. Because when y'all went to the concert, I was like, going home. I mean, I love both of you dearly. However, y'all know I got a whole ass routine that I need to do. I feel that I need to do, and I'm most comfortable doing when I'm at home.
Yeah.
And at no point where you were like, oh man, I wish I had gone. You were pretty much like, y'all get the fuck out of my car so I can get back to this hotel room.
I literally was like, y'all good? Bye.
And we were like, make sure we call her. It's not like she's just going to show up and wait for us.
I'm like, y'all know my location. You can see where I'm at. Bye. See ya.
I don't even think we got up to the door good before she was gone.
And it was because I had to go get my shit out of the room. Yeah, but basically, we're talking about this last concert, right?
No, we're talking about the Toni one.
Oh no, the Toni. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you was just like, all right, I'm out.
I literally,
y'all have fun.
I literally was like, tuck and roll, bitches. This car is going to still be moving. Y'all best to tuck and roll. Open the door. Here, let me unlock it for you.
Now get the fuck out.
You know what's funny is that's not even a safe place. Like, that's one of the more dangerous places in Dallas.
Fair part.
She's like, get the fuck out. Every woman for herself.
Right.
Just go.
You and your fucking overalls. Get out of my car. I don't even know what that bullshit is. I gotta go.
I work over here. I'm good. It's good. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. There's security around.
And then that's when we learned we had to put our cell phones in these little awkward ass pouches.
That shit was funny to me. That is hilarious. Woo! Angi, how was your week?
My week is good and busy preparing. And by the time y'all hear this, school will have started. But at work, we're preparing for fall.
Yeah, Skull Week.
Right? We're preparing for fall rush.
School fall. It's it together. Skull.
It's gonna make that. I like it.
I like
Skull. It. Yeah. So fall rush, it's going to be insane, but I also will be starting school, so that'll be great. I love the fact that I'll work overtime and have to do my first week of school. Great. So that was my week, but I decided that I'm going to try to do a new segment. Okay, so listen, y'all.
Her new segment is doing new segments.
Yes, exactly. Right. That is what we're calling this segment. This segment is Angela's new segment. Right. Angie's new segment.
Y'all stay with me here, okay? Just listen. Y'all know that a bitch is ADHD as fuck, right? So you may or may not hear another episode with this segment.
Maybe.
I don't fucking know.
Right. Because we got an ADHD segment. Why do I say it like that? ADHD.
No, she was going to do a podcast on her own.
I was going to do a whole
ass podcast. You were also going to do one with your husband. Was that what you were going to do?
No, we did one episode and I didn't like the way the sound
you didn't like the sound of it. And then there was
I was going to do crazy news stories.
Yep, crazy news stories. And then we also did like the informational stories on like, menopause and that stuff. And then you was like, why is you bitches crazy?
Yeah.
Why y'all do that? Like a kind of like a crime shit. I don't know. I'm saying that. I don't know what that
It'll
was.
Be
just she just wanted to know why you niggas was crazy.
I do. I want to know why y'all act like that. So although I have some more stories, but I'm trying to space them out until all the temps are gone.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to see them.
I was going to say. Here's the thing. Are we going to say it's ADHD or age? Because she's doing she'll do the segment today and then we'll forget it ever existed. And then like 3 seasons from now, it'll come up and she's like, I got a new segment.
Exactly.
And it'll be the exact same segment.
Yes. And y'all will email us and let us know. And I'll be like, bitch, I don't care. Yeah. We all know how this shit works. I told you from the beginning.
Right. You knew this coming in. Look, we mention it almost every motherfucking podcast that we just do what the fuck we want. Like we kind of have a flow. We kind of have a routine.
I mean, if you want to call it that.
I mean, really, we kind of start the show the same way and pretty much end it the same way. What the fuck happens in the middle is a sandwich, bitch. Exactly. It could be peanut butter and jelly. It could be ham and cheese. It could be
fish.
It could be Dookie stew. That was so funny the last time, Dookie stew. But go ahead. That made me laugh.
Whatever. We'll see what happens. So my new segment is called, you know what? Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
It needs to have a theme song. Fuck that guy.
I love it. I feel like there's got to be a song.
That was off tune. Let me try again. Fuck that guy.
No. I like the first one better.
I was going to give you that. But
fuck that guy.
I like that one.
You like that one?
I like that one.
Okay.
So
that's the one we're going with.
All right. So here's the title.
Stop smacking your teeth. That's me. I'm talking to myself.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know I did it, but I never know I'm doing it.
No, we don't. And I'm hearing it in the microphone and I'm like, bitch, that's why you keep having to edit that shit out. Cause you do it a lot. It's me. I'm the problem.
And self-awareness is key.
Yeah. Now stopping it is the other part.
Yeah. I haven't figured that out yet. Okay. So I am looking at a news story and the title is Detroit Judge Sidelined for Making Sleepy Teen Wear Jail Clothes on Court Field Trip.
What the fuck?
Without reading the whole story. So it's a summer program. There are these teens that they go basically on this field trip to a courtroom. This is in Detroit. And so there's the one girl that's 15 years old and she keeps falling asleep.
Oh, okay.
So this judge decides it's disrespectful to him. And of course, he warns her, embarrasses her in front of everyone. Mm-hmm. It's like, stop falling asleep. If you fall asleep again, there's going to be problems or whatever. She fell asleep again.
Wait, but she's on a field trip. Mm-hmm. From where?
It's a summer program.
Okay.
And I don't exactly know.
No, that's all. I mean, she's not in jail. So
no.
That's not the issue.
So what he did when she did fall asleep again is he made them take her and put her in jail clothes and handcuffed her. And she had to sit there.
Look at that teeth smack was legitimate. That was supposed to be there.
And he basically threatened to put her in jail and all of this stuff for falling asleep. Now, here's the thing. Her situation, her and her mother, they're unhoused right now.
See, I was
That's exactly where I was going with that.
You don't know
in
her
my head,
situation.
that was
idea.
Exactly what was in my head. Where was this?
In Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan.
Of
Okay,
course
you
it
did
was.
say that. And I'm sure it was a white judge. Anyway.
I sent you a picture of the judge.
Oh, you did? Okay, let me go.
It's
Is it in the drive?
It's in the drive.
Okay, because I really... Keep going, and I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. So basically, he was saying that he wanted to do kind of like this scared straight thing, and he wanted it to look really
authentic,
real to her. And and he's like, well, there's probably no real chance of me putting her in jail because of that. And as he should have been, he has been sidelined from his cases,
right?
For
as
a while.
He should,
right? Basically,
oh. And it was a nigga. This motherfucker.
Y'all, these the niggas I hate. That they get a little bit of power.
And they start cooning
They
immediately.
Start cooning. And even if it was, I feel like that maybe even it wasn't him cooning. I think this is probably who he is. Because he's like, oh, you just disrespected me by falling asleep. Not even thinking that there are other circumstances. Right. And her mom says she's traumatized now. And the reason that she was tired is because they're unhoused. They were up late. She didn't say why they were up late, but you can imagine it could be anything. And
so, and I get that. And part of the reason being is because where I work, we have a lot of people that come through there that are traumatized by their circumstances in life.
Right.
Regularly.
Yes.
So we deal with a lot of people who have self-control issues, a lot of people who have PTSD, a lot of people, and they may seem normal, but you have to understand that they're absolutely not, because they're dealing with some shit.
Absolutely.
And so 8 times out of 10, if I see those people falling asleep in our environment, then almost always I leave them alone and give them an opportunity, or I will say, hey, you can't sleep in here, but let me set you up with something where you can go catch a 30-minute nap or something to that effect. And I need you to go there and do that, but not here. Well, you understand what I'm saying?
Well, and God forbid that this child, worst case scenario is like she could be getting SA'd on the regular
or something.
And so of course she can't sleep because someone's coming into her room at night or what
or
have
something.
You. Like you don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Have compassion and ask, what's going on?
Because particularly when it comes to a sleep issue, because kids normally be up and awake. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And teenagers, when they do sleep, they sleep.
Right. And literally because their brains are cooking.
Yes. So they grow when they sleep.
Scientifically, growing is work. And so your body be out here like
tired.
Right. So when you got a kid who sleeps until noon, scientifically, they're kind of supposed to, because growing is hard. Growing and learning is hard work.
Right.
So the point being is that it flummoxes me, and I guess maybe the fact that he's black is not really the issue with me. The fact that he's a judge, and you see people coming
the fact that
through,
he's black pisses me off even more.
Yeah. The fact is that you see people on their worst days coming through your courthouse on a regular basis. In your head, your automatic assumption is you should know better. However, you also hear the stories of those people because they will tell you, they will say, this is what's happening to us, blah, blah, blah. This is why I did this. I know I broke the law, but unfortunately, blah, blah, blah. So therefore, knowing that those are the circumstances under which people come from, have some fucking grace. And if it's something as simple as sleeping, then you got to give that some grace, because you know that teenagers don't be sleeping like that.
And here the group's chairperson, Marissa Ebersol Wood, what she was quoted as saying, although the judge was trying to teach a lesson of respect, his methods were unacceptable. The group of students should have just simply been asked to leave the courtroom if they were disrespectful.
And
if that was really bothering him that much. Also, with him having to take this leave, he has to take sensitivity training.
Good.
Good.
Yes.
And really, truly, some of these judges need it. They
That's
need it.
that's that authority power. Like he's
That's
a narcissist.
that part.
100%.
Like, you need to respect me.
Which is
Right.
why he wanted to be a judge. I'm sure he worked very hard to get there.
That's what and sometimes when I think about this, getting this JD, which I'm almost certain I'm not, but nonetheless, when I think about it, my thought is, were you to ever become a judge? Because that's what I would aspire to.
Right.
Were you to ever become a judge? Could you be that fair bitch? And I sometimes think that I probably would not.
I mean,
simply because of my experiences with certain groups of people.
Also, just humans. We all have internal biases.
Yes.
We whether we want to admit it or not, we do.
And I truly believe that, granted, you're supposed to go to the letter of the law. Of course, your personal feelings are attributed to that. Yeah. Because why do you think that black men get harsher sentences than white men?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for the same fucking offense, you got one guy who's going to prison for 12 years and another one who's going to prison for 4.
Right.
Stop. Of course you think a nigga is worthless.
Right.
Sometimes I think a nigga is worthless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't necessarily make it so.
I don't know. I don't think it says it in this story. My husband is the one that told me about this last night. And he knew he was going to get a visceral response from me, which is why he told me.
He was like, let me cross these eggshells.
Apparently, I entertained him. But he said one of the other things is that after this judge was put on leave or whatever, he actually offered to mentor this girl. And of course, her mom was like, no. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Because that was him trying to...
And that's all he could think to offer is like, oh, well, I'll teach her how to be like me.
Yeah, I mean, and to a degree, that's him trying to quell his own... guilt. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. That's him trying to quell his own guilt. And I get the sentiment there, but you've been damaging. And so my thought is that unless that comes with a sincere apology and using your power in an effort towards getting her housed, you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm not going to be able to hear anything until you can make my circumstances better.
Absolutely.
Until you give me a heartfelt apology about, not just, I'm sorry for making you feel that way. No, sir.
I don't think
I'm
anyone
sorry
should
that
hold their
I was
breath
insensitive towards your plight and that I didn't even consider the fact that this could have been something that was happening to you. I should know better because I see people coming through my courtroom on a regular basis with your exact same issue.
Yep.
So shut your trap, sir.
So think about the cases that he's ruled over and some of the end results of what those
of his biases.
Yeah.
Of his biases.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I just wanted to biases. Just not speaking of which at all in any way, shape, or form. Monkey asked me what race you were. She said because you sounded like a newscaster.
What?
Go ahead, Angela.
She does have a great.
She did.
I've said it for a while.
Monkey said she sounds like she is coming with the weather and the sports. She sounds like she's bringing you the local news. I said, she will be tickled to hear that.
Yeah, because I just sound nasal to myself. So
yeah, you not.
Thank
though.
you,
don't,
thank
though.
you, Monkey.
So basically, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Fuck
for sure,
that guy.
for sure. Fuck it. Are we ending the segment? Did you have another fuck that guy?
Nope. Well, maybe next week we'll see what happens.
All right. Yeah, we will definitely fucking have one next week. You best to believe that shit.
Fuck that guy.
So
yeah. Okay.
fuck
So we
that
should
guy.
do it in unison. 1, 2, 3. Fuck that guy. All right.
There we go.
Andy, how was your week?
It's good. The kids are going back to school, so yay. I don't have to deal with.
I'm glad somebody's enjoying that shit.
You can see the light just beaming off of her right now. She sounds calm, but she's excited.
I'm just like, no more fighting over the stupidest shit in the world.
Kids are wild, aren't they?
I mean,
they make me so tired. I'll be like, go back to your mama. You cute and everything, but go on back.
But that would be really kind of fucked up.
Ooh, see, Andy, this is what we talking about.
I'm telling you, don't let her go on the Rolodex. She will hurt your soul.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
You are. And I'm going to...
I know. I'll have your hand.
Yeah, and I was getting ready to say, and I'm going to go of your hand, but I'm like, you not.
No, I'm going to keep your hand, but I'm going to be advocating for myself. I didn't say it. I just want you to know, but I'm going with her.
Not me. I would actually be trying to stop the basket.
So as you know, I like getting involved in your business. And all the drama that you get involved in and all your stories and stuff.
Love them.
So since I have to live vicariously through you when it comes to dating,
Yeah.
I thought I'd give you some advice from,
Could you please here's some pencil and paper?
Okay.
We are literally scooting next to her. It's like, okay, could you tell us what...
She's a whole ass married.
I was going to say, even though I am living vicariously through Toni as well, I like to know things.
Look, I'm gonna write this shit down.
So, and this is timely because it's from a McCall's magazine from 1958.
Look, let me put this pencil
Just
down.
in case y'all are wondering, that is well before we were born. Shit.
Long before we were born. Okay.
So,
and I'm throwing this pencil down. Fuck that. I'm not writing shit.
In this McCall's magazine, this will give you an idea. Like one of the cover stories is 3 Women of Courage by Senator John F. Kennedy. And then an article.
He was fine.
He was.
John F. Kennedy was a little something.
I mean, he could have got it. I'm not saying that he's like, ooh, Chris Hemsworth kind of fine, but he could have got it.
John F. Kennedy Jr., his son. Absolutely could have got it.
Yeah.
But they both had that kind of hair situation.
They did, but he was a pretty motherfucker. And his hair was dark. I was like, he was the literal tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes, that's what you think of when people say that stuff, unless it's Shamar Moore. Okay.
He corny as fuck.
Thank you. Who has had more surgery than Doris Day? I don't know. Who had a lot of surgery? Dolly Parton.
She still look good though.
She does, and she is not shy about telling you.
And she's like, "You want some of this?" Who else was the other one? Joan Rivers.
Oh yes, she did not look good.
She looked like Skeletor.
Yeah, and her face got puffier and puffier with all those fillers.
And then Cardi's starting to do that shit too. And I'm like, "Girl, please stop because you're looking crazy right now."
Another article from this magazine says our sex manual is a threat to a happy marriage. So this lets you know how timely this is.
How would that be a threat when
you have sex to procreate only?
Oh, is that what that is?
It's not fun.
Because the sex manual's tearing apart. How would that? I'd be like, please explain it to me, McCall.
The joy of sex in the 70s and the illustrations with the big
shook
bushes.
the world, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh no. Now don't get it twisted because I'm not a shaver, but mind you, I'm not a hairy bitch either.
To a certain point, you have to shave because it'll get caught in your underwear when you try to pull them down.
That never happens to me.
That always happens to me. Really? And I was like, it's time to shave. Because when you roll them down and it rolls up a piece of hair and it rips out, I was just like, holy shit. And I'm just like, everything gotta go.
See, I'm a hirsute bitch, so nothing ever gets that long. Or I'm not. I said a hirsute bitch. I'm not a hirsute. I'm practically hairless. Like under my armpits, I got like 3 hairs.
Bragger.
No. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were like me.
No, bitch.
No. You know where I'm like that? On the back of my legs. Nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares about the back.
But on the front of my legs, they're stiff. They're like, here we is.
I got my leg up on the table.
Yes,
I have
foot
there,
on the table.
Right here. This is my little circle of hair. That's it. There's about 25, 30 hairs right here.
My mom is the same way. She's never shaved her legs. You can't even tell that she has hair on her legs.
I literally have a patch of hair. Everything else is smooth as a baby's asshole.
Not me. Nope. It just comes out and it's like, hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Okay, look.
Listen.
First,
I need it.
Okay, first, where to find him.
Okay.
So, get a dog and walk it. I mean, that's
some domesticated shit. And to be honest with you, I would like to, because I did a puppy eat. But because a bitch is wild now, I can't,
you need something to not tether you to the house.
Exactly.
And remember that time you were walking the dog and it attacked the Asian guy because your dog is racist? You don't have a good history with walking dogs.
No.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that fucking dog did that shit. And I'm about to see him next week. I'm gonna be like, loco, we got to stay away from all of the Asians because this nigga is racist.
That dog literally only likes one Asian.
Its owner.
That is it.
Its owner.
And Butterbean and Nugget just got a dog. Got a puppy.
Aww.
So I'm like, I haven't seen it or anything. So I'm like, okay, I can want that one.
Have your car break down at strategic places.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in Texas where it's hot as fuck.
Right.
What I was thinking.
And make sure you wear as little clothing as possible and go, oh my.
I don't know how to change the tire. So let me tell a super quick story. Literally 1 minute. Time me, Andi. Time me. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay.
I was with a friend of mine at a place where we used to work, and we were downtown. We were literally downtown over there by the National Aquarium, and realized that our tire was flat. She pulled over and she was like, "Oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do." I said, "Bitch, settle down.
Right.
Pop that trunk. I got it." So I went and took the tire out, took the jack out, jacked up the car, started to undo, and I didn't jack it up all the way because you're not supposed to. You got to have a little friction so that you can turn so you can get the nuts off. We're 12.
Nuts.
And halfway through the process of actually taking the nuts off, this nigga walks up and he's like, "Y'all need some help?" And I'm like, "Nah, we got it." And she goes, "Yes, I don't know." And I was like, "Bitch, what are you doing?"
Right.
I know the entire fuck you're not playing damsel in distress after I just literally practically fixed this tire, and this nigga's gonna come over here and take the tire off and put the new one on after I done all the work to get this bitch up off the ground. Bitch, if you and when he came over to literally try to move me out of the way, I said, "Sir, we don't need your help. Keep moving."
Right.
And he was like, "Well, I'm just trying to help." I said, "We're good."
Right.
And then I looked at her like, "Bitch, thank you for making me get into that position. And how dare you sit up there and damsel in distress this situation when I got your fucking back."
I already told you. I showed you that I know what the fuck I'm doing.
And I'm doing it right now. And you're going to sit up there and let this fucking stranger come through? This nigga should have come through when we were trying to figure out what was going to happen at the beginning of this shit. Fuck you, girl. I was so angry with her. I was like, I know the fuck you wouldn't let this nigga mansplain this tire off this bitch.
As someone who has had to change her own tire several times, I agree with you.
Thank you.
Fuck you. I know how to change a tire.
And don't get it twisted. I don't want to.
Right.
No, I don't. But when you see me struggling to get those bolts loose and nobody, by the time I get them loose, I'm like, fuck you, I got it.
The hardest part is done.
Yeah.
Right. And the only time that I've had to actually call AAA to come do that shit was because the damn the bolt was threaded. And I was like, "Ooh, and I was going to they threaded 2 of my tires. And when I tell you that I went back to that shop and I said, "I'm going to set your shit on fire because you literally had to make me replace 2 goddamn rotors because you fuckers fucked up my tire and threaded that shit," or cross-threaded is what it's called. Yeah. You cross-threaded my shit. I swear to God, I'm going to set this bitch on fire. I didn't, but I should still. Now that I'm thinking about it, I will. Go ahead.
So her car breaking down is not a good.
Yeah, no, I know, because you're fucking with my masculinity at that point.
Okay, how about sitting on a park bench and feeding the pigeons?
I mean, when I'm 80.
Right. Honestly, 95.
Yeah, thank you.
We know how to show.
When I'm 80 or 95, and even still, I feel like I'm still going to be pulling them.
But you know what? Even at that point, it will be in November or December. Because if we're in Texas, ain't nobody sitting on no bench.
Well, thank you.
From
and
April
more so than
till
that,
about
I feel
November.
that by the time I'm 80, I'm going to look like I'm 50, but I'm still going to be pulling them.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm still going to be getting dick, so I don't know.
But you're going to be getting that pigeon feeding dick.
You'll be getting more with these tips. These tips will help you.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can become a nurse or an airline stewardess because they have very high marriage rates. So that's an option.
It's because their asses are always gone from their little fuck-ass husbands. That's
and we
why.
know how badly you want to get married.
Yeah. How about
what we know is how bad I want to travel.
That's true.
There's that.
And I'll be like, I'm going to Thailand, and then I'm going to stay there for a little while. I'll be back on the flight from 2 weeks from now. Thank you.
How about be nice to everybody? They may have an eligible brother or son.
I know she couldn't even get through that without laughing.
Wait. There's 129 of these. I'm not going through all of them.
129 ways for me to be a fuck shit piece of bitch.
I do want to read them though.
I'm skipping several, but this one is be friendly to ugly men. Handsome as his handsome does.
Ooh.
Okay, listen.
Okay, yeah.
She's not totally wrong.
Right. I'm going to, and to a degree,
she's right.
Jay-Z. That's all I have to say.
I mean,
that's my hands. I know say these.
Lil Wayne.
And I've spoken on it.
Lil Wayne.
I have spoken on a previous podcast. I am very forgiving. So you come at me with the stability and emotional,
See, because I don't know if I can do outright ugly. Because let's put it like this. I be on
ugly or hideous.
I be on my level, right? Mm-hmm. But then also I like queer looking people. You know what I'm saying? Like interesting looking people.
I like weird
because I've dated like some seriously handsome people, but then I've dated some average looking people. You know, and like the one that I see on a regular basis right now, I don't know why I can't say his name sometimes, is, he's a little bit above average, but I mean,
he's very cute.
You think he's cute?
He's significantly above average.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Is he? I don't know. I can't tell.
Yes, ma'am.
It's almost like my brother. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell my brother.
Oh, no.
No, he's
Your
not.
brother is very handsome too, but he's more like my brother. So I'm just like,
yeah, right.
But no, the one that you're seeing right now is white.
He's okay. He's tasty. Okay,
he's tasty.
But I think
without
that body,
the contacts.
Yeah, I hate those fucking contacts.
I hate those contacts.
Without the contacts.
But I think that body helps too.
Well, that's exactly.
That
yeah, I mean,
but just facial wise, he's a very handsome guy.
Okay. Asymmetrical.
Okay, the girls love him. They do.
But that body.
Yeah.
I'm not lusting after your man,
yes, you most certainly can, because you know how I feel about that. I'm like, yes, girl, please, would you like a piece? Would you like some cake?
I've seen it unclothed, and I'm like, yes. God damn, girl.
Yes.
Do that. Actually, do that in front of me, because I want to watch.
I'm sorry. I got warm in here real fast.
Take a job in a company run largely by women. Don't take a job in a company largely run by women. What the
my
fuck?
God.
Because there's a bunch of women.
Very misogynistic.
It is.
You don't want to be a bunch of hoes.
Women have brothers. Shit.
Wait a minute. Don't be afraid to associate with more attractive girls. They may have some leftovers.
I'm offended, and I don't think I'm a leftover kind of chick, but I'm
literally clutching my pearls. McCall got some hot takes.
They do.
Where the fuck I bet you they sat in a meeting and thought about all 100 of these motherfuckers.
I kind of want to fight somebody.
Right.
How really
dare you insult my intelligence this way? 1958? Of course.
I don't need anybody's leftovers.
No, I do.
Fuck you.
Look at. I mean, I'll take a leftover. I mean, because dick is new to you.
Okay, fair.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, you're right.
What
you're
is
right.
this?
You're right.
Learn to paint. Set up an easel outside of an engineering school.
Goddamn fucking headphones down and walked out the room. She said, "This is some bullshit."
That is way too specific.
Who does that?
Not any school, an engineering school.
Who does that?
So get your ass online.
So you're gonna be sitting out in front of, I don't know what the fuck is not Enron, what's
A&M, something or some shit. Texas Tech.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
Just sitting in front of the Texas Tech sign, painting and shit.
Right there at the automatic doors where they open.
Right.
Okay.
People got to walk around your ass.
People tripping on your supplies and shit.
Right. And you like, could you stand still so I can sketch you?
And your shit is just so ugly. Like they look at it, they're like, what the fuck?
They'll be like, did your preschooler draw this?
Okay, so these
McCalls, I'm not doing this with you.
So these next ones are how to let him know that you're there. Okay.
Oh,
So now this I need to know because sometimes I'll be like, and they don't be looking.
Okay, so the first one is stumble when you walk into a room that he's in.
Oh,
can I just like outright fall down?
thank you. Can I just put my titties on him? Oh,
No, I want an ugly fall. Like I want the scorpion. Will that work? Because I can stumble and do it. I mean, I want my skirt to go up and half my drawers to be up my ass.
So he can see how limber you are.
and then your toes come up and touch him right in the nose.
One shoe flies off. That's what guys like. Okay.
And not me. I'm going to stumble into his arms. He's going to be at the back of the room and I'm going to be at the door and I'm going to stumble all the way to the other side of the room and then put my titties on him. Oh, thank you for catching me.
At one point in your stumble, you're going to be like, you're going to be gyrating and
do a
shit.
belly roll and shit. Twerk a little bit on the way over there.
Here's a good one. Wear a Band-Aid. People always ask what happened.
They really do, though.
They do.
They do.
Just put it on your nose.
Right on your forehead.
Get your Nelly on and put it right under your eye.
What happened? I was in a knife fight.
Dropping the handkerchief still works.
Oh.
Can you see Toni doing that? No.
Oh.
I cannot. Wait. I can see her dropping a lot of things.
I wasn't saying,
a
but I'm
handkerchief
just,
is not one of them.
because I'm thinking, okay, you bitch, you know I ain't got no handkerchief, but I'm thinking, would I drop some
your phone.
tissue on
Drop
the
your
floor?
phone.
Right? Drop some tissue on the floor. Oh my. Oh my. What will I wipe my brow with, sir?
Listen to this one. Have your father buy some theater tickets that has to be gotten rid of.
Ron, you listening? get them theater tickets. We wait now.
No, knowing my dad, he's definitely not going to use them because his ass always fall asleep at the movies or whatever any production that nigga's going to fall asleep in.
He don't trust nobody with his baby. he ain't buying shit.
Stand in a corner and cry softly. Chances are good that he'll come over to find out what's wrong.
I'm embarrassed.
That is manipulative as fuck. And but I'm not, I don't consider myself manipulative in that way, but that is just rude.
That
Be over there talking about.
But you know what?
Oh, nothing.
As you're dabbing your eyes with your handkerchief.
Oh, nothing. I'm just so sad about life in general. I need a big, strong man to make my life better. I don't have no bank account or nothing, Lord Jesus. I don't know how I'm going to take care of myself.
But listen, okay, so you're over there crying, and then one of the next ones is buy a convertible. Men like to ride in them. So you could be crying, but you could be driving the convertible.
Right.
But you know what? They also didn't say what kind of crying. They didn't say if it could be ugly crying.
Somebody take my convertible. Do you want to ride in my Mercedes, boy? See, that's how I would do it. I wouldn't do no. What was me? No. Do you want to ride in my Mercedes, boy?
That's
I would do the ugly cry, like on the floor,
curled up in the fetal position.
Yes,
jerking.
like when you're a kid.
And here I see me rushing over. Shut the fuck up.
Right. And that's the kind of dude you would get nowadays.
Yes.
Because they might see that as like, oh, I can take advantage of her really easy.
No, I can see them going, that bitch crazy. She on the floor crying and shit. Let me avoid that bitch. I'm sure somebody gonna come through here in a minute shooting up the place.
Ain't nobody gonna talk to you.
Nobody will touch you.
Okay, look. So
Stop filming me!
This is how,
That's exactly what... About that stupid Victoria's Secret lady.
How to look good to him. So you don't need this because I think you've got that on lock. But
thank you, my friend.
But get better looking glasses because men still make passes at girls who wear glasses or try contact lenses.
Why? Ooh.
Practice your drinking with your women friends first.
I keep trying to get y'all to
Hold on
practice
one moment.
with
I'll be
me.
right back. I got some Everclear in there. I'm about to wear this shit out. Speaking of which, Andi got me that Everclear just so that y'all know.
That was
I
her
did.
housewarming.
That was
It sure
housewarming,
was.
along with your new daughter.
Yes.
Wear high heels most of the time. They're sexier unless he happens to be shorter than you are.
Oh.
Because we don't want to make him feel bad.
Right. Fuck that nigga.
Wait.
Look at that's where we needed a fuck that nigga moment.
Right. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Take good care of your health. Men don't like girls who are ill.
So
is
it's
amused
her
as fuck.
fault now. It's her fault she's got,
Diabetes.
multiple
It
sclerosis.
might be. Yeah, it's her fault that she was born with Parkinson's.
Right. Well, don't be ill. That's all you got to do. I mean, fuck.
If you look good in sweaters, wear one every third date.
It's hot. This is Texas. Nobody's putting on a sweater at any time. Okay, I had a sweater on last night, but that was because I was in a cold theater and I was trying to cover up my fat
On
stomach.
August 17th in Texas, wear a sweater.
Yeah, right.
Because it'll make you look good.
Wear
He
a sweater
likes them.
because it'll cause you death.
But he likes them.
He's stroking this motherfucker.
I want to just name these 4 in quick succession because they're short.
Okay.
Get a sunburn. Watch your vocabulary. Go on a diet if you need to. When you are with him, order your steak rare.
That seems so random.
No, because men be eating
That's
rare
true.
steaks and women will usually have it like medium because
Yeah, I like
we like
medium.
our food cooked and niggas be out here with their dicks out with rare ass. I think that's why they want it rare is because it feels like they're eating pussy.
I'm sorry.
That made me laugh.
What was the first 2 again?
The first 2, get a sunburn and watch your vocabulary.
Now,
That's a problem.
okay, so I'm black.
But you've been
I've been
sunburned.
sunburnt once or twice, actually.
Right. And that's the thing with black people. When we get sunburnt,
That
it's
shit-
only once or twice.
Yeah.
because
We don't do
know.
that shit.
Yeah, we know. I remember my ex-husband got sunburnt on our honeymoon. I was, number one, livid with him because I told him specifically, get your fucking white ass out from around these sandy ass beaches that where the water is reflecting the sun onto your body. Get under this tree and stop playing with me. And he said, I'm half Mexican, and fucked himself up, skin bubbling, literally.
Ooh.
And that's what he got.
That's
And I
like
was-
second-degree burns.
it is. And I was so mad at him. I said, yeah, burn, bitch. Because I told you how to do this and you
Right.
don't listen to me. I think I'm getting upset about that. But I'm not getting no sunburn for no nigga.
That's a
Skin
consistent
cancer.
pattern with you. Is
It
people
is.
not listening.
It is.
Yes.
It is. But I think that also a more consistent pattern is me having a problem with them not listening to me. And it's not necessarily like, you need to listen to me because I'm the boss of you. It's because oftentimes I'm right.
Life experience is
Yes,
a thing.
yes,
But that's what
absolutely.
I'm in it. And
It is.
I've gotten to the place where just because of this recent situation where I'm just like, let me just take a step back and just watch the train wreck.
Well, it says right here, don't be too fussy. So listen.
You fussy
And
bitch.
everything in me wants to not be fussy. However,
I don't believe that at all.
no, because I have to express it and then I step back. It's like, here's how I feel about
That's
this.
the ADHD
and I'm
in her.
done. And now I'm done. I don't want to talk about it no more. And you, please don't bring it up with me.
Right.
Because I'm going to then go launch back into this and I don't want to.
I'm going to start saying that. It's like, you're so fussy. Why?
Because I haven't eaten anything and I'm hungry. I sheepy. I want to take a nap.
Okay, so listen. This pertains to what you just did right there.
Oh.
Don't whine. Girls who whine stay on the vine.
Damn. But I like wine.
I'm putting that on the t-shirt. But seriously, write that down.
Yeah. No, seriously, do write that down because you're going to spell wine with a W-I-N-E.
Exactly.
Yes. I like it.
Girls who wine, stay on the vine.
And then in little writing, it's like, and that's what we want.
Okay, then these are how to land him.
Okay.
Show him you can have fun on a cheap date, but don't overdo it.
How do you not overdo it?
How does one overdo it?
Right. Like
If you take me to McDonald's, I don't know how much cheaper you can get.
Was going to the movies ever a cheap date?
I don't think so.
I don't think it was.
Because nowadays, you easily spend $100 at the movie theater, which is wild.
Here's these two. Don't let your parents treat him like a potential husband.
No,
Done. Not a problem.
Just like that, honey. They were like, huh? Nigga,
like,
please.
So who's this motherfucker?
Right. They were like, whose heart's about to be fucked up next?
I'm looking for the one after him.
Right. What that nigga look like?
It's like he the only one in the room that don't know how this is going to work. Everyone else is like, okay, all right, that's fine. We won't see you again, but it's fine.
I am horrified by what is happening right now in this conversation.
Ask your parents to disappear when you're entertaining.
Yeah.
No,
when you're entertaining in your own house, ask your parents to go back to their house.
Let me tell you how this nigga has literally left my house to go spend time with my parents. I'm not joking. Or I met him over at my parents' house. I came home. That nigga stayed over there. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. I went to bed. That nigga came back to my house at like 1:00 in the morning.
Oh, I love that.
Because my parents don't be sleeping.
Yeah.
They were.
I never knew that.
They're the worst. They're the worst. My mom will sit up there and she'll go to bed. No, she'll lay on that couch at 9:00, be up at like midnight, start washing dishes, doing the house, vacuuming the floors and shit, and then get to bed by like 3 or 4 in the morning.
You know that's ADHD, right? That's where that actually clears up a lot of things. Really, that is where you get it from.
I was gonna say, and
that
then,
awesome.
but then we'll have the audacity to try to sleep till noon.
Yes,
and if it wasn't for the fact
that is my natural sleep pattern. If I'm not, if I don't work, I go to bed at 3. I wake up around noon.
If I don't drink, I go to bed at 3.
That's because you're ADHD, ma'am.
Double. This doesn't mean what it means today, but in 1958, they say to double date with a gay, happily married couple, let him see what it's like.
What, were there gay, happily married people back in that were out?
No, not gay.
They're not talking about gay like that.
Oh, actual happy people.
Sorry. Sorry.
Shiny, happy people.
See, that shows you we weren't born in 1958. We weren't around.
Send his mother a birthday card.
Fuck that bitch. I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just saying.
No, this particular situation, I cannot send her a
that's
card.
not, no. I mean, you could, but it'd be really
this is
weird.
why I'm going to hell.
None of us laugh at this just in case this nigga ever hears this show. He don't be listening because he knows better, but nonetheless.
I am literally clutching my lips.
On the first date, tell him you aren't thinking of getting married.
Done.
That obviously meant nothing to that nigga.
Exactly.
And don't talk about how many children you want.
Oh, that wasn't going to happen no way.
Right.
Fuck all you want to, sir.
Does one need a uterus for that? There is none
what I'm
in
saying
this
is
room.
that you can shoot up this club, but there is no goddamn people in it. It is a useless endeavor. You just gonna be shooting at the walls.
It's gonna be a sperm mass murder of this motherfucker. They're gonna be like, what?
If he's a fisherman, learn how to scale and clean fish.
I will never, in this or the next, in your life or hers, learn how to do no goddamn scaling and filleting.
Cleaning fish? What?
Shit.
Don't find out about the girls he hasn't married. Don't repeat the mistakes they made.
Yeah. Yeah.
We absolutely had that conversation last night. Just last night. And yeah, no, I haven't. Obviously. I'm still here.
Be flexible. If he decides to skip the dance and go rowing on the lake, go. Even if you're wearing your best evening gown.
Rolling on the lake. Rowing on the lake. Honestly, I could do that.
I could not, because if I got my mind set on doing this and you want to go rowing and it's the exact opposite of what I got my mind set on,
well, nobody going nowhere.
Right.
See, part of the reason being is because number one, I don't have a best dress, so we don't have to worry about that. I mean,
your best dress is not a dress because we've seen the pictures of you at my wedding.
Yes,
that was pretty sharp.
Oh, thank you. There's that, and then I would much rather go rowing on the lake than going to a dance. Fuck that. Are you kidding me? People?
Right. I mean, you're right.
They might be running around there with no shoes off and smelling like babies do.
You know what? Rowing would be great if I didn't have to actually row.
Well, see, I don't have to row because that nigga is going to row because he wants to go rowing on the lake. So, sir, if you'd like to drag another body with you, no problem.
Right.
And fourthly, I think we're on number 4. I have this, like, somebody asked me what would be like a perfect moment for you. And I have literally said, if I was laying on a dinghy at midnight on a river, staring up at the stars.
Oh, God, that would be amazing.
That would be the most beautiful, quiet, relaxing, amazing. I'd cry.
I mean, the gentle motion of the
all
waves
of that. Exactly. But see, in my head, it has to be a perfect scenario. Mm-hmm. The boat has to be clean for me to lay my actual fucking head on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or there's a shit ton of pillows at the bottom of it. I'm laying there. The sky has to be clear.
So you don't want a boat. You want a bed on the ocean.
Kind of, yes. The sky has to be clear. It has to be high up in elevation so that you could sit there and literally watch the stars. I need to be alone. However, I need to be moored to the shore.
Right.
Because what we're not about to do is have me float out into the ocean. Because I'm up here looking at the stars and being enthralled and crying and shit.
That would be hilarious.
So I need wake up the next morning talking about the fuck. No shore in sight. So I need to be moored to the shore by I don't know, maybe about 100 feet.
So you need to be tethered.
In some way, shape, or form, yes. Right? 100 feet so that I'm far enough away from the shore to not see it and not have the light from any cabins or anything interfere with my viewing and my moment of zen.
Okay.
That makes sense. I get that.
I do too. Because can you imagine being in something like that? And it's not clean and it stinks and it's it's beautiful, but the smell
and
is
the bugs.
wrong. Yeah.
Right. There can't be no bugs.
It would ruin everything.
Yeah.
So maybe I might do a little Dr. Mercola's stuff to spray that on.
Netting.
No, because I'm looking at the stars, so I can't have no nets.
So soft.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Something that don't smell medicine-y, but keeps the bugs off. And I just need to hear the gentle croaking of the frogs and the crickets.
And then a bum comes by. Hey, can I have $5?
Right. It's hey, Miss Lady. Hey, Miss Lady.
And I'll be like, where the fuck did this bum get on a boat and come over here to ask me for $5?
And why is he standing up on a raft with an oar?
On a paddle boat talking about, hey, you got $5 so I can get a drink. No, sir, there's no store out here in the middle of nowhere for you to get a drink. You have to
middle of the lake.
You have to get your own moonshine. You have to make your moonshine, sir. You have to make Pruno out this motherfucker. You got to chew up some fruit and spit it in a jar and wait a couple weeks. That's disgusting.
They don't even get the whole moonshine experience. You got to go
Pruno.
ancient Egyptian.
You got to go prison.
Toilet wine.
Toilet wine. Thank you.
I know we're all.
I know.
Give us a second.
Our brains leaving.
Remain innocent, but not ignorant.
Oh, I'm long past that.
Wait, make your home comfortable when he calls. Large ashtrays and comfortable chairs.
Oh, you better not smoke in this house. You better take your nigga ass out to the goddamn garage. That's where I do it.
I'm bringing you a large ashtray.
Because that's going to seal the deal.
Right, exactly.
It's going to be one that I made, too. Like when we were in school. Right. It's going to look a hot, shitty mess, but it's going to be large.
If he's rich, tell him you like his money. The honesty will intrigue him.
And the
I don't
way
feel like that's correct.
Yeah, not in 2020 motherfucking 4. You try that shit. These niggas would be like, oh, thank you for your honesty. And that's pretty much a block.
Right. And then you'll be talked about on YouTube.
Which is so stupid to me because here's the dealio. Half the reason that you niggas go out here and have any ambition in life whatsoever is for you to be able to buy chicks, for you to attract hot chicks, right? And so when we tell you, yeah, it's your money that I'm attracted to, and then you want to sit up there and be like, gold digger, and then try to act brand new. Bitch, you know the only reason that you doing this shit is so that you could jack off in me.
And on that point, don't tell dirty stories.
Oh, I'm past that too. Shit, I don't know what to tell you.
Now, these are wild ideas.
Those are the only stories I know.
Thank you. I like to watch and listen to dirty stories.
So these are almost over, but these are the wild ideas. Anything goes, okay?
Okay.
Go to Yale.
Just go to Yale.
That's a wild idea.
Wait, why the fuck have you not gone to Yale yet?
You know what? And I should, and I bet you I could, to be honest with you.
Go to Yale.
If you want to be real.
Listen.
Look
okay.
at
Y'all,
I'm swiveling my neck.
Again, these are McCall's from 1958, 129 ways to get a dude or whatever. But this is number 113. If your mother is fat, tell him you take after your father. If he's fat too, tell him you're adopted.
Oh! Got you out here.
My God.
Not even claiming your parents because they are overweight. We just like to eat good around this motherfucker, okay?
Stowaway on a battleship.
I did not expect
that you can be the Navy hoe,
right?
Because you can be raped multiple times.
Thank you, because really in 1958 you were the only bitch on there.
Okay.
In 1958 you were going to be the
away. So break that they could have laws.
Thank you, so that they could have you tied up in a room and you can, because that's how it would have to go. They would tie you into a room to one of those little horses, and you would, those horse, you know, the gymnast horse, have you tied up to one of those face down so that
face down, ass up. That's the way they like. This is why we're going to
rent a billboard and post your picture and telephone number on it.
I'm looking at Andi like she's the one that made it up. Like, I'm just like, what's wrong with you?
Wait. Paint your name and number on your roof and say, give me a buzz, pilots.
That is really written down there, Andi.
I was like, you fucking lying.
It really says that. But you know what? I know so many people, which is so interesting, that as opposed to giving you their phone number, they'll give you their at.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Which I guess I get it, because you can DM on an app.
Right.
And
they can get to know you to a degree.
And a lot of younger people do that so much more often.
Yeah, they do.
I sound so old when I say that, because I'm like, that would never be what came to mind.
Because we still get phone numbers.
Right. We still write shit down.
Right.
My phone number is...
Let me write this down on a napkin.
Right.
Matchbook. Let me find it.
Right. How else would you get it if I don't write it in pen and ink and paper? We need to bring pen and paper into this.
I agree.
Oh my God, my nose is like not handling this conversation.
It don't seem real unless you write it down.
I agree. And then someone else can find it.
Right. So some bitch can call you. It's like, I found this number in my man's pocket.
And you know what? And I used to have calling cards for that very I still have some calling cards for that very reason.
She did this shit in the 90s, and I thought it was the most ingenious thing ever.
But you know what?
She just had business cards with her name and number.
Look, they in one of those boxes right there somewhere, but I absolutely still have them. And part of the reason being is for that very reason, where they'll be like, can I get your number? Yes, but I'm in a hurry and I don't want to sit here and try to do the phone thing. So here's my card that has my face on it. So your bitch ass will remember me. Deuces.
No, I love it. I did not have the wherewithal to think that far ahead. I remember the first time that I saw that she did that, and I was like, that is fucking genius.
And then they're blank on the back, so that you can because we do all kinds of different things. So it's like, if you use those cards, I can just put MGW on the back or at MGW, and then people could be like, oh yeah, that's why I met her, because we did this.
Right.
So it's basically to just remind them of how we met and what we met for.
Okay, so you can ride the airport bus back and forth from the airport.
Just in general. So
Just so that
spend
you
your
can-
whole fucking day riding the airport
so that
bus.
you can like catch a pilot on his layover.
I guess so.
Stick that nigga back on the plane
Y'all-
and send him the fuck home.
Stand on a busy street corner with a lasso.
So look,
Wait,
what they're doing here is
Stand on a busy street corner with a lasso.
I just needed to make sure I heard that right.
wait, because lassos were a thing back in the 50s. Okay, we don't be lassoing nowadays.
But what if you didn't know how to wield a lasso?
You just
standing
hold
there
it.
holding
That's right.
it.
You hold it so that somebody can say, "My young lady, that's an awfully
That's what
big
I was
lasso
saying.
you're
So a
holding
dude
there."
would come by and be like, "Ooh, she's
Or-
got a lasso."
Or you can actually try to rope motherfuckers in. I mean, you're going to jail, but nonetheless, you could try. I don't.
Well, I mean, if you're white, you're probably not going to jail.
Yeah, but if you're a nigga, they're definitely
They're
that's
taking you-
assault. That's an assault.
I mean,
charge.
you're standing in public. If you a nigga, you going
You
to
a
jail.
liar.
How dare you stand in public?
Okay, y'all, almost done now.
Okay.
Ask your mother to take in male boarders.
That is ooh. I have a text message to show y'all after this show. But it's,
I'm just imagining asking
but
my
trust
mom.
me when I tell you that is not a good idea.
Yeah.
These little quips are basically teaching you how to be a hoe.
Right?
Right.
And I'm actually okay with it.
You know my mom. If I had asked her to take in male boarders,
She would be like, where?
she would have spent 2 days straight laughing. Because she knew that would have to be a joke.
Yes. Yes. Make and sell toupees. Bald men are easy catches.
Did it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Say that again because I know how I heard it in my head.
and my mouth is agape.
Make and sell toupees. Bald men are easy catches.
I got a bald man.
Can you imagine making him a toupee?
I can now.
And they're not called toupees. They're called hair systems.
Exactly.
Buy him some hair plugs.
I'm going to make him a hair system, but I don't have actual hair. What I have is yarn. Yarn and fabric. So I'm going to make him a hair system.
So you're going to make him a Muppet.
Yes. What's to say with a little calico skull cap is what you need.
Absolutely. I'm
Oh
going to
my
crochet him a skull cap
Yes.
and just add a bunch of yarn
Yeah.
and fabric to
Just
it.
sticking out the top.
Yes.
Ooh, and make it tie under the chin.
Absolutely.
Okay, so look. If you see a man with a flat, offer to fix it.
What?
Wait, but
That's
didn't
completely
that bitch
the opposite?
tell us
Yeah.
the opposite of breaking down somewhere?
Right.
She said, break down near the National Aquarium and act like a damsel in distress.
And then it says, carry a toe chain in the trunk of your automobile so you can murder that motherfucker.
So you can show up and say, I have no idea how to use this.
I choke a bitch.
Okay.
And then you become the Zodiac killer. Because no one's ever caught this.
No,
Zodiac
they haven't.
So it
Right.
might have been a woman with a toe chain.
There you go.
We're
I
gonna
know.
wrap this
murking
up
niggas.
because these two are in a row. Let it be known in your office that you have a button box and will sew on bachelor's loose buttons, but don't marry him if he has too many loose buttons.
I wish the fuck I would. I wish the
That's
fuck
number
somebody would
129.
come up to me talking about, well, you saw this button.
And I need you to sew, and I need you to sew it on. Sir, you can go ahead on and get you a seamstress. As a matter of fact, I know one that you can pay $50. I will just send them to you.
And
$50.
when you send them to me, I was like, you can go ahead and get fucked.
But he's going to give you $50.
He can go ahead and get fucked for that $50.
Look, I'm trying to get you some business.
A bitch is tired and busy.
Well, the last thing she wants to do would be seamstress and a nigga. Oh my God.
So that was from a panel of 16 experts using a technique that has inspired thousands of bright business ideas. So they tried it on love and marriage.
Oh my God.
What are
Think-
they experts
think
in?
tanked. Think
I don't know.
dumb fuckery. Because who does that? Who's going to stand on the corner with a lasso?
And like this, so they're showing pictures of them and they're
Seriously, I love this shirt. I wish it didn't have the wings on it. I would absolutely joink it from you. Go ahead.
So they have everyone sitting around a table waving their hands frantically to answer these questions. And so Dr. Daniel Horn is the one that said, get a dog and walk it. And Catherine Reddy, she's an educator, was one that said, join a hiking club.
See,
There's
one. I can get down with that because now I'm getting healthy and I'm actually doing something.
Right.
And fine niggas who like to walk are going to be those kind of health nutty kind of dudes.
Yeah.
Will be like, hey girl, you need some help. And I'll be like, oh, my ankles, are these the right kind of...
Are these like hiking boots?
Yeah, do I have the right boots on? They're a little too big.
Because you're wearing high heels.
Are these the right shoes?
Maybe you should take me to REI and we can find out.
Let's go to Dick's.
I have a sporting good for you.
Oh, these stiletto heels are a little too painful. Maybe we should go to Dick's.
So listen.
We are so embarrassing.
So these are some great tips that I need you to put into regular practice.
And I didn't write none of those down. God damn.
Here, you're never going to get a man. Never.
I'll just send you the article.
On the corner
with a lasso.
With a lasso.
Don't forget to stumble into the room.
Stumble in room. Tits first.
Out. Yes. And out. If you can somehow between
first,
in those 20 feet, you can make them actually fall out of your bra.
First, tits first and out. There you go.
Wait, okay. I skipped this one, but I have to say it. Accidentally, with quotes, have your purse fly open, scattering its contents all over the street. Can you imagine?
Knowing that I got
your gun,
the blicky in there.
You're right. And you're watching all the people come steal your shit.
That I got the blicky in there. I got several money cards up in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you do.
I got condoms galore in my bag. I'm not joking. I'm not fucking joking. Okay, I said galore. I got like 3. But the point is that they're in there just loose at the bottom like change.
But wouldn't that attract them? Like, oh, she's ready.
Right. And she's got a blicky and cards.
It was to say a ton of loyalty cards. Literally, I got a rubber band wrapped around.
Loyal.
That's what they want. They want a loyal bitch with money.
I'll be like, ooh, this is disgusting, gross. Ooh, I'm so sorry that you had to see this. Here, gross. Here, in here. There you go. What else I got in there? Loose change.
You probably got like $2,000 worth of loose change in there.
I really do, because that bag be heavy as fuck.
I've never seen you actually use change. I've seen you get change back. I've never actually seen you use change.
That coffee can up there there's nothing but change.
Chock full of
I used some the other day to go to the laundromat.
Okay.
That's it.
I sent y'all the article, so in case you ever need it, you've got it now.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much for trying to save my dating life. You're amazing, Andi. I love the way that you care for me.
I'm going to print it out, and it's going to go on my bulletin board, and I'm going to say, Scott.
Yeah, these are the things.
Look at these things.
I'm going to do these things to bring you back to me. When you feel like you need to be elsewhere, I'm going to stand on the corner with the lasso.
Right. No,
and I'm going to pull you back, baby.
When I come home from a hard day of work, I'm going to put
the
on heels and have
go
a lasso.
Right.
And just stand there.
And go hiking. Okay.
And then I'm going to stumble into the room.
Right.
With my tits out.
I think he'd be fine
and
with
I
that.
think you need to make sure you catch my tits.
I think he'd be just fine with that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Andi, tell these motherfuckers where they can find us.
Well, you can stumble into our room on Facebook.com/multiple Gab Wounds.
And, if you're not busy standing on the corner with a lasso, feel free to email us at mgwlistener@gmail.com.
Oh, you niggas, thank you so much for being with us this week, and we will see y'all motherfuckers next week. I've been your host, Toni.
I'm Angi.
And I'm Angi, telling you to stumble into more rooms, bitches.
And drink your water. We out.